Hi everyone, today we're going to be gathering ideas for our literacy in order to write our biography. So we're first going to think about this word evolution. Evolution is a process where living things are believed to have been developed from an earlier form. So we're thinking about this as we're linking it to our science really, because if we think about dinosaurs, some dinosaurs have evolved into creatures that we know today. Believe crocodiles are, chickens, certain snakes, ostriches, turtles. So we're going to be thinking about someone called Charles Darwin. Now, you may have heard of him before. He was an English naturalist whose scientific theory of evolution and natural selection became the foundation of modern history. A naturalist that you might have heard of nowadays is Sir David Attenborough. So a naturalist is someone who studies nature, basically, wants to understand what's going on in nature. So at the time, evolution was a very contentious topic for lots of different people. Many people didn't believe it was true. If we look at the previous picture, my computer decided not to work. Oh, there we are. It's believed that humans evolved from apes. So many people, when Charles Darwin lived, didn't want to believe that. So just to give you a bit of history about Charles Darwin and the theory of evolution. So he went on one trip on the HMS Beagle around the Galapagos Islands. And this is what he said about it. I observed that there were lots of different types of finches. People believe that these were different species of birds that happened to have some similarities. However, I realised that these birds were varieties of the same species and were related. I thought that all the Galapagos finches had originated from one type of finch. The parents reproduced and created offspring. These offspring would have varied. In one part of the Galapagos Islands, bad weather affected the plants, and so only those with larger seeds were left. Those finches, who had slightly larger beaks, were able to eat these seeds, while those with smaller beaks could not. Only the offspring with large beaks could break open and eat the larger seeds. Therefore, these offspring survived, and the other smaller beaked offspring died. It was survival of the fittest. This means those that are more suited to their environment as a result of their inherited or adaptive traits survive, while others do not. So the finch evolved from having a small beak to having a larger beak in order to survive. So we're going to do some research about Charles Darwin so you can find out more about him and more about what he found out, what his ideas were. But we're going to start off today researching his early life and his education. So I've put some links up for you. I'll put these links on Dojo as well. So you can click on them and try and find out a bit of information about him. So I've got my gathering information sheet that I can add to. Please type on this so it's really clear where your information is. So my first thing I need to think about is his early life. And I want to think about where was he born, when was he born, his parents, his siblings, his childhood, much like the biography we read about William Shakespeare. So if I look at this first link about Charles Darwin, there's a video there to watch, but that's more about the theory of evolution. So here we have some key information. His full name was Charles Robert Darwin. I can put that in. Sorry, my map's decided to come up. So early life, so full name, Charles Robert Darwin. I can add his date of birth because the information tells me that. So he's born February the 12th, 1809 in Shrewsbury, Shropshire. So very close to us. So Shropshire is one of the bordering towns, one of the bordering counties, sorry, to Cheshire. So the 12th of February, 1809. Okay, so this is all you need to do. You're finding out about Charles Darwin's early life finding as much information as you can. So let's go back. Think about when he was born, where he was born, his family, and what his childhood was like. So make some notes about that. And then you're going to think about his education. So try and find some information about his education. Where did he go to school? What did he study? Did he go to university? What did he want to do? So you're gathering those ideas to help you next week begin to write a biography. So if you could type your ideas onto the sheet and send that to me, that would be brilliant. I hope you enjoy finding out about Charles Darwin, and I look forward to seeing your research.